Hi friends, namaste, welcome. We're going to start in a seated sukhasana, so please feel free to sit cross-legged. You can sit on your block if you like to raise the hips up a little bit, and then close your eyes. Allow the spine to be tall, the back of the neck can be long, your palms can be up or down, however you like it. Belly is in, chest is up. Crown of the head reaches up to the sky. And then just begin to notice any thoughts, any emotions, any sensations in your body. And then from that place of awareness, gently begin to deepen your breath. So you can inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts. Or maybe inhaling for 6 counts, exhaling for 6 counts. Let's continue with this samariti, grounding breath, centering your focus and attention inside. And then slowly we're going to inhale, lift our arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bringing your hands down the center. Inhaling, reach all the way out to the side and reach up. Exhaling, your hands come to the heart center and all the way to the midline of your body. One more time, please. Inhaling, reach all the way out and up. And exhaling, hands come to the heart center, to the center seam of your body. And slowly begin to come on up, so you can put your block to the side for now. Tuck your toes under, coming up on tabletop pose, and then lifting your hips up to downward facing dog. So make this a little bit shorter downward facing dog, and your feet are mat width apart. Bend the knees. Sitting bones are still reaching up to the sky. Your back is nice and long, and then taking your right hand to the outside of your left ankle, coming to a nice gentle twist in the thoracic spine. The hips stay still level or square. And then taking your left hand to the outside of the right ankle. See that the hips are square. Your hips are stabilized as the twist is happening in the thoracic spine. And then gently begin to bring your hand back down to the front. Walk your back feet into regular downward facing dog. Bend the knees, lifting the hips up. Take a nice deep inhalation, nice long exhalation. Spiraling your forearms towards each other as the triceps move away from each other. And then coming on top of the push-up. Expand the upper back, especially the thoracic spine. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, top of the push-up plank pose. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, top of the push-up plank pose. And then pause in your plank, really expand through the upper back, your thoracic spine. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling back to plank, and then raise your right foot up. Inhale, three-legged dog, float the right foot up behind you. Exhale, come to top of the push-up with the right foot up. Inhaling, three-legged dog. Exhaling, top of the push-up with right foot up, and then draw the right knee towards your chest. Draw the right knee towards your right shoulder, and then cross that right knee underneath your body. Take it to your left elbow. Inhale, the leg floats up behind you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, float the left leg up behind you. Keep the left leg up if you can, and then come to top of the push-up, three-legged push-up. Inhaling, three-legged dog. Exhaling, top of the push-up with the left foot off the ground. Inhaling, three-legged dog. Float the leg way up there. Exhaling, come to top of the push-up, floating the left leg up. And then as you exhale, draw the left knee towards your chest. The knee goes to the left shoulder. Cross the knee under the body to the right shoulder. Inhaling back into downward facing dog. Pause here for a moment. And then taking your heels all the way over to the right. Pause here. Still in downward facing dog. You're just swiveling your heels to one side and then the other side. And swivel your heels all the way to the left. Still in down dog. And then coming back to the center, regular down dog. Inhale, float the right leg up behind you. Exhale, draw the right knee towards your chest and step your right foot in between the hands. Spin your back foot flat. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way back behind you. First, palms are down, shoulders are back, shoulders drawn down your back. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way up and over, coming into warrior two pose. You may need to step your left foot out a little bit so you have heel to arch alignment, right heel to left arch. Notice that your right knee is tracking over the right middle toe. Inhale, reach the right palm straight up to the sky and back behind you into exalted warrior. Circle your hands all the way down to the earth. Float that right leg up behind you. Keep the right leg up if you can. Come to top of the push-up, bottom of the push-up. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, lifting the chest up. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pause here for 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees if you need to. Take care of your back, keeping the spine long, your sitting bones straight up to the sky. Inhale, floating the left leg up behind you. Exhale, draw the left knee towards your chest and step your left foot in between the hands. Spin your back foot flat. Lift the fingertips off the ground. Reach your hands behind you, palms down, shoulders down your back. Begin to reach your right arm all the way up and over and open your body into warrior two pose. You may need to step back a little bit wider with the right foot. Shoulders are soft. The left knee is tracking over the left middle toe. Right leg is nice and energized. Turn the palms, left palm up. Reach back behind you, exalted warrior. Exhaling, circle your hands all the way down to the earth. Come to the ball of the back foot. Reaching the left foot back behind you, three-legged dog. Keeping the left foot up if you can. Come to top of the push-up with the left foot up. Exhale to the bottom of the push-up, chaturanga dandasana. Inhaling, upward dog cobra. Exhaling, roll back into downward facing dog. Once again, 3 deep breaths right here, pulling the belly in, narrowing the waist, lifting the sitting bones straight up to the sky. Inhale, floating the right leg up behind you. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands, spin the back foot flat. Inhaling, this time coming up into warrior one pose. In your warrior one, see that the right knee is tracking over the right middle toe. Belly is pulled in as the tail is elongated to the left heel, back behind you. Arms are straight up to the sky, shoulders are soft. Inhale and exhale, open into warrior two pose. Stepping your left foot back a little bit more, keeping your right knee aligned with the middle toe. Turning the palms up, shoulders are soft. Reach back behind you, exalt your warrior. Stretch out that entire right side. Exhale, bringing the right forearm to the right thigh, or you can use your block behind the right foot, or you don't need to use the block and you don't need to do that. But really begin to focus on spiraling your right rib cage up towards the sky. Inhaling, reach the left fingertips straight up to the sky, and then if you like to exhale, turn the palm down and reach to the front of the room above your head. Really energizing that back leg, the left leg. And your inhalation brings you back up into warrior two pose. Reaching back behind you. Once again, exalt your warrior. Begin to straighten the right knee and then pour yourself into triangle pose. Again, your right hand can rest on your shin or your thigh or the block behind your right foot. If you like to, you can raise your top arm, your left arm towards the sky, but really focus on spiraling the right rib cage up towards the sky. Both sides are nice and long. Energizing that back leg, spiraling that right shoulder away from the ear, softening both shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling, reach up, and then keeping both legs straight, come back into warrior two pose. Bend the right knee, reach your right hand behind you, exalted warrior, circling your hands all the way down to the earth, and taking your right leg up behind you, three-legged dog. Coming to top of the push-up, bottom of the push-up, upward dog or cobra, and roll back into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. This is a rest pose, so really benefit from resting in this pose. Catching up with your breath, inhaling, float the left leg up behind you. Exhaling, draw the left knee towards your chest, step your left foot in between the hands. Spin your back foot flat, lifting your torso up into warrior one pose. Shoulders are soft. Left knee is tracking over the left middle toe. Back leg is nice and energized and strong. The belly is in, the tail is elongated to the back heel, to the right heel behind you. As you reach up to the sky, exhale, draw the hands to your heart center and open your body into warrior two pose. Stepping out a little bit wider with your back foot. Your left knee stays aligned with the left middle toe. Palms are open, soften the shoulders. Inhale, reach back behind you, exalted warrior. Exhaling, bringing your left forearm to the top of your left thigh, or you can use your block behind your left foot and rest your hand on the block or on the ground. Reaching the right hand all the way up to the sky. Really focus on energizing that entire back leg. The right leg is nice and straight and strong. Rotating the left rib cage up to the sky. Reach the fingertips either to the sky or above your head with the palm down. One line of energy from the outside of that right foot all the way to the right fingertips. Inhale. Begin to come all the way back up. Keep that left knee bent so you can come into warrior two. And then reach back behind you, exalt your warrior. Once again, this time begin to straighten that left knee and then reach forward and pour yourself into triangle pose. Your left hand can rest on top of the thigh or the block behind your left foot, or top of your shin is good too. Your right hand reaches straight up to the sky, shoulders are soft. Energizing from the inseam of the both legs. Feel as if the energy of the earth is pulling up through the inseam of both legs. Inhale, begin to come straight back up. Both legs are straight. Exhale, warrior two. Inhaling, reach back behind you, exalted warrior. Exhaling, circle your hands all the way down to the earth. Floating the left leg up behind you. Three-legged dog. Keeping the left leg up if you can. Come to top of the push-up with the left leg floating. Exhale, bottom of the push-up. Inhaling, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Pause here. Again, 3 breaths. Feel how you can rest in this pose. Feel the sensation of resting. Bringing your feet together, inhaling, float the right leg up behind you. Exhale, draw the right knee towards your chest and step your right foot in between the hands. You stay on top of the ball of the back foot, the left foot, and slowly begin to lift your torso up into Anjaneyasana, crescent pose. Draw your hands to your chest. Shift your hip weight forward to your right foot, and then slowly begin to bring the left knee to your chest. And taking the left toes back behind you, tap your toes down to the floor, and then draw the knee towards your chest once again. So we're going to move through this with our own breath. Inhaling, taking the left leg back, tap your toes. Exhale, draw the knee to your chest. Inhaling, tap the toe behind you. Exhale, knee comes to your chest. Inhaling, tap the toe behind you. Exhale, knee to your chest. And then stay here to the center and taking your right hand to the outside of that left knee and twist to the left. Inhale, exhale, coming back to the center, taking the left toes back to the ground, and we're going to add on. So come straight away into the twist. Your toes tap behind you, draw the knee to your chest and twist to the left. Left toes tap behind you, draw the knee to your chest as you exhale and come into your twist. Inhale, toes tap behind you, exhale, draw the knee to your chest and twist. And then stay here on your twist, bringing your hands to your heart center. Take the left foot down to the earth, bend the left knee behind you, and then take your left knee behind the right knee. Begin to straighten that left leg and slowly lift the left leg up so you come into dandasana or warrior three pose. Doesn't really matter how high that left foot comes off the ground. I want you to really focus on lifting the chest up. Lower that left hip down as the right hip moves back. And then slowly begin to tap that left foot. Bend the right knee so you can take the left toes behind you. Plant that back heel down, the left heel down, raising the left arm straight up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward halfway. Inhaling, reach up, elongate that left side. Exhaling, halfway forward, reaching to the wall in front of you. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, halfway forward, reach to the wall in front of you. Then you can bring your block, put it on the inside of your right arch. The back foot is planted. Make sure that your entire back foot, including the heel, is planted onto the floor. Your left hand can rest on the block or the earth. Your right thumb comes to your right hip and sculpt that right hip back. Inhale, elongate the spine first, lift the chest, and then exhale, you begin your twist over to the right. Parivrtta Ardha revolved triangle pose. Your right hip moves back. Your spine is long. And then maybe you want to reach your right hand towards the sky, but it's not mandatory. If you like to and it doesn't bother your neck, you can also take your gaze up to the sky. Then slowly bringing your gaze back in front of you. Move, if you're using a block, move the block forward a little bit more, maybe a foot. And then shifting your weight forward, begin to float the left leg up behind you. The left leg is nice and energized. You come into Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana, revolved Ardha Chandrasana, revolved half moon pose. Raising the right arm straight up to the sky. Inhale and exhale, bringing your hands to the earth. Standing split. Maybe you like to challenge your balance right here, bringing your right hand behind your ankle, your left hand behind your ankle, or both hands to your chest. Inhale and exhale. Bend the right knee, bringing your left toes down to the earth, taking your right leg back behind you. Three-legged dog. Keep that right leg floating if you can. Come down to bottom of the push-up, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, roll back into downward facing dog. Or you can bring your knees down into child's pose. Take care of your body so that your body can take care of you. Do what's right for it in this moment. If you're in child's pose, come on back to downward facing dog. Begin to float the left leg up behind you. Inhale. Exhale, draw the left knee towards your chest and step your left foot in between your hands. Stay on top of the ball of the back leg, your right foot. And then slowly begin to lift your torso up, bringing your arms all the way up. Reach up, inhale, exhaling, bringing your hands to your heart center. Shifting your weight forward, shifting your torso forward, begin to float the right leg up and then draw the right knee towards your chest. Inhale, tap your right toes behind you into a lunge. Exhale, right knee comes to your chest. Inhaling, tapping the right toes. Exhaling, knee to your chest. Moving through this with your own breath. Nice and slow and controlled. There is no rushing. And then one more time, and we're going to stay to the center and add that twist. So as you bring the right knee up, begin to take your left hand to the outside of the right knee. And then we're going to do the entire sequence together. So tapping the right toes behind you, come on up and go straight away into twist. Toes go back into the lunge with tapping the toes behind you. Exhale, draw the knee to your chest and twist. Tap the toes behind you. Inhale. Exhale, draw the right knee to your chest and twist. And then bringing the right foot down next to the left foot. Bend the right knee and then take the right knee behind the left knee. Now you can begin to straighten that right leg and think about lifting that right leg up. So I want you to focus on lifting the chest up as much as the right leg. Imagine a wall behind that right foot and press your heel onto that imaginary wall. Your right hip comes down into your warrior three, and then slowly begin to bend the left knee deeper so you can take your right leg and plant it behind you. Your right heel is grounded. Make sure the outside edge of the right foot is grounded down. Inhaling, reaching the right arm straight up to the sky. Exhaling, come halfway forward. Inhaling, the right arm reaches all the way up. Exhaling, halfway forward. Inhaling, reach up, and exhaling halfway forward, and then this time take it all the way down. Remember, you can use your block on the inside of that left foot. Sculpting the left hip behind you with the left thumb. Inhale, elongate the spine, and exhale, twist into your Parivrtta Ardha revolved triangle pose. Each inhalation is making your spine longer, and exhalation can take you into a deeper twist if you like to. Bringing your left hand to your hip. Once again, take your gaze down, move your block about a foot forward, float that right leg up behind you. Imagine a wall behind your heel, your right heel, and you're pressing into that wall so that right leg is nice and energized. Then twisting over to the left, you are in your Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. This is probably one of the most difficult poses in yoga, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Lower that left hand down to the earth. standing split, bringing your left hand to your calf, your right hand to your calf. If you like to challenge your balance, maybe your hands can come to your heart center, lifting the right toes straight up to the sky. Lowering your hands all the way down to the earth. Bend the left knee and take your right heel to the earth behind you. Float the left leg behind you into three-legged dog. Keep the left foot up if you can. Come to top of the push-up, bottom of the push-up, upward dog or cobra, and your last downward facing dog. And then coming down into your child's pose. Just breathe here in your child's pose for a moment. Exhaling all the tension out. Make sure that you don't carry any tension with you from one pose to the next. Come on up, straighten the legs in front of you, sit tall into dandasana. Keep the feet flexed, thighs are energized. Quadriceps are nice and strong, but make sure that you're not hyperextending the knees. So imagine a wall behind the bottom of your feet and you're pressing onto that wall with your feet. Spine is tall, shoulders are soft. The right knee towards your chest. And then you can bend the bottom leg, the left knee. I'm going to turn around so you can see me here. Draw the right knee towards your chest. Excuse me, we have a helicopter above our head right now. And then cradle that right shin. So you can either hook the right foot into your left elbow or have your arms underneath like you're cradling a baby. And just move that right leg in the hip socket just a little bit. Just like you're massaging it. Lower that leg down and do the same exact thing with the left leg. So either hook the left foot in the right crook of your elbow or begin to hook your elbows underneath your calf, whatever is best for you. Just kind of rock that leg a little side to side so that you can lubricate the left hip a little bit at a time. And then extend both legs straight into Dandasana again. This time draw the right knee towards your chest. Do the same thing. And then see if you can slowly begin to take the right knee to the outside of your right tricep. Or maybe you can bring it up a little bit higher over the right shoulder. Whatever you are, you want to really squeeze that right tricep between the calf and the hamstring. And then placing your left hand down, see if you can float the left foot off the ground. Maybe lifting the hips up. And then gently release, bringing your left foot down. And then taking the right knee up, cradle that right leg once again. Maybe you can scoot that right knee, or I'm sorry, the left knee over your shoulder and squeeze the tricep between the calf and hamstring, placing your left hand down, your right hand next to you, and then see if you can lift the hips up maybe an inch off the ground. Maybe the right foot comes up too. Just kind of floating on top of your hands. And then bringing both legs down. And the same thing on the right side. Cradling the leg. So face by face. Cradle the leg first. Then take that right leg over the shoulder or tricep. Squeeze the tricep between the calf and the hamstring. Placing your right hand flat on the floor, left hand on the floor. Maybe your hips lift up, maybe your foot lifts up, maybe you can bring your left ankle and hook it on top of the right ankle. Maybe you can begin to take your legs out to the side, beginning to straighten the elbows slowly and then come back to the center, release out of the pose. Sitting in your dandasana once again, draw the left knee towards your chest, cradle that left leg in as if you're massaging the hip. Then taking that left knee over the shoulder or over your tricep, really squeeze your tricep or shoulder between the calf and the hamstring. Place your left hand down flat, your right hand down flat, and then push up. So you can float that right leg up. Maybe the right ankle hooks the left ankle, and then you can take your feet out to the side, squeezing your arm between your knees. Then coming back to the center and release out of the pose. And then go ahead and just sit tall. Taking your right knee on top of the left knee. Stack your knees if you can into Gomukhasana legs. You can interlace your fingers on top of that right knee and just pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Switching sides. Your left knee goes on top of the right knee. Interlace your fingers around the left knee. Sit tall. Gomukhasana legs. Close your eyes. Just nice deep inhalation and nice long exhalations. And then slowly begin to release out of this pose. Lie down on your back. Draw the right knee towards your chest. Straighten the left knee flat on the floor. Extend the right leg straight up to the sky. Your left hand comes to the outside of the right foot. And then slowly begin to bring that left leg all the way across your body into a nice deep twist, or if there's any other twist that you prefer to do, go ahead and do that. Maybe you like to stack your knees, whatever you like to do. With your next inhalation, bringing your right leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders up and draw the right knee a little bit closer to your body, releasing that right leg all the way down. Inhaling, draw the left knee towards your chest. Begin to extend the left leg straight up to the sky. Your right hand comes to the outside of the left foot. And then slowly take that left leg all the way across your body into a nice deep twist. Or whatever twist you did on the other side, go ahead and do it on this side as well. Allow the breath to be deep into the belly. Raising the left leg straight up to the sky. Exhale, draw the leg a little bit closer to your chest. And then we're going to come into our final pose, Shavasana. So really release and let go. Allow the shoulders to be soft. Your back is soft, resting on the mat beneath you. Your hips are soft and relaxed. Back of the knees are relaxed, your heels sinking into the earth. You can stay here for as long as you like to. In fact, I suggest that you take about 3, 4, 5 minute long Shavasanas. But I'm going to sign out. So if you're ready to move with me, go ahead and deepen your breath, circling your hands, your wrists, your ankles. Maybe rotating your neck side to side. Draw one knee to your chest, draw the other knee to your chest. Rock a little bit side to side on your low back. Then rolling over to one side, press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Coming back into your Sukhasana, sit tall. Close the eyes, bringing your hands to your heart center. I'm grateful and I appreciate each time I get to practice with you. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.